Well, today's video is all about compost. Normally, we take these box stalls like this, we'll clean it out, and I have a bunker outside that we would put it in and we stir it. Stir it with a skid steer. You should probably do it once a week. I do it a lot less than that, maybe once a month. And it gives you some beautiful compost. It just takes a lot longer. The stuff out there is probably up to 2 years old. But what I plan on doing in here is we're gonna get a couple pigs and we're gonna raise them in here in this box stall. We'll give them some more bedding when they need it, but they're gonna stir this up for me. Pigs love to dig. Why not give them a job? Put them in here, let them stir it up. Once they get that stirred up decent, we'll move them over to this next box stall and let this one heat up, start breaking down, while they're over here stirring up this one. So that way, by the time that I take this out in the fall, hopefully it'll be broken down a lot better. Because there's nothing worse than trying to pitch out a box stall by hand that a cow has packed down by laying on it and standing on it. So one of the beautiful things about having a compost pile is if any animal dies on the farm, we take it and we put it in there. We stir it in and it's made into compost just like everything else. So when you take it out, all you find left are the bones. And that's a great thing to make a bad situation on the farm into something good, because now you can use that compost to fertilize your garden, the field, anything. So today we're going to harvest compost out of the bunker. And I could just go get a tractor and spreader, borrow it from my dad, and spread it on the field. But the main reason I don't like to do that is because my field is so wet, the tractor would leave huge roots. I mean, you want to keep heavy equipment off your pasture. It kills your microorganisms. It's just not healthy for the soil. Compaction is not good. So what I plan on doing is using the skid steer. I'm going to take some of the compost out of the pile that's done, ready to go, put it to the side, and now throughout the summer, I can put it in a little cart behind the golf cart, and we can take it out into the pasture and put it on areas that need help. Instead of spreading the compost across the whole pasture, we're going to focus it on the areas that need it. It's going to be a little harder work, but it'll be better for the land, keep the tractor off, and not tear up my pasture. So let's go outside. I'm gonna start harvesting some of the compost out of the bunker. We got the neighbor's skid steer. Let's go get it done. There's still some, I could probably sit there and pick some more good compost that's ready out, but we're just gonna leave it there, keep it going. I stir it at least once a month with a skid steer. I try to. But right here, this stuff's all pretty much done. It could go a little longer, but I'm gonna take a bucket or two and put it on the raised beds. So we ended up getting 1 bucket load down here, but I decided, because we tore up the ground a little bit, to wait. Maybe we'll get some more down here this week, hopefully before it rains. We might have to use the golf cart with a little wagon behind it. But we did get our silage tarp on here. And what that's going to do for us is warm up the raised bed, so all your worm activity will come to the top and start breaking down that compost. So this is a great way that you can take something negative that happens on the farm, like the death of an animal, make it into compost, put it in your garden, and end up feeding your family with it anyway.